Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have their financial lives figured out while you're still trying to figure out why your bank account looks like it's on a permanent diet? You know the feeling. You work hard, you try to save money, yet somehow that dream of having real financial security feels about as realistic as winning the lottery while being struck by lightning twice. Well, here's something that might change your perspective. Building wealth to that critical $50,000 mark isn't some impossible dream reserved for people who inherited money from rich relatives or tech bros who sold an app they built in their garage. The reality is, once you grasp the fundamental principles of money management and apply the right tactics, that first $50,000 can materialize faster than you'd believe. And here's what makes this particular milestone so transformative. It's not just about having a nice number to look at when you check your account. It's the inflection point where financial stress starts losing its grip on your life, where opportunities begin opening up, and where you finally feel like you're playing offense with money instead of defense. My name is Alex, and I've dedicated years to understanding personal finance and helping regular people escape the trap of financial anxiety. If you're ready to take control of your money and you want actionable advice that delivers results, make sure to subscribe and smash that like button, because what I'm about to reveal could mean the difference between living with constant money stress and finally experiencing genuine financial peace of mind. Now, before we get into the specific strategies, let me be real with you about what we're actually up against here. Most people treat saving money like they treat New Year's resolutions. They start with enthusiasm, maybe even make some progress for a week or two, but then reality sets in. Old patterns resurface, and suddenly they're right back where they started, frustrated and confused about why nothing seems to stick. The issue isn't that people lack discipline, it's that they're trying to win a game without understanding the rules or having the right equipment. Imagine trying to build a house, but your tools keep disappearing, and you're not even sure if you're digging the foundation in the right spot. That's what most people experience with their finances. They earn money, but they haven't created systems to capture and grow it. They haven't addressed the fundamental problems that keep them stuck. They're essentially trying to fill a swimming pool with a garden hose that has multiple leaks. The financially successful understand something that struggling people often completely miss. Building wealth isn't about living like a hermit or never enjoying life. It's about making intelligent choices that multiply over time. It's about recognizing that every dollar you keep today has the potential to become multiple dollars tomorrow through smart allocation and patience. But there's a catch. You need to know what you're doing. Let me drop some knowledge that might surprise you. Most people think saving money means cutting out their morning latte or bringing lunch from home. Sure, those micro decisions matter over the long haul, but they're focusing on the leaves while ignoring the entire forest. The real transformation happens when you optimize the major categories and build automated systems that make saving effortless. We're talking about approaches that can liberate hundreds or even thousands of dollars monthly without making you feel like you're living in deprivation mode. In this video, I'm going to share a complete framework for reaching that crucial $50,000 milestone faster than you thought possible. We're covering everything from the mental barriers that sabotage financial progress to the specific tactical moves that successful savers use to supercharge their wealth accumulation. And yes, I'll reveal that one powerful strategy I mentioned that can dramatically change your financial trajectory. When you hear it, you'll probably kick yourself for not implementing it sooner. But first, let's talk about why $50,000 is such a game-changing number. It's not arbitrary. This amount represents a fundamental shift in your relationship with money. When you have $50,000 saved, you're no longer living on the edge. You have options. You have breathing room. You have what financial experts call real capital. At this level, you can weather unexpected storms without panicking. A car repair doesn't send you into a spiral. A job loss becomes a temporary setback rather than a catastrophe. You can start thinking about opportunities instead of constantly worrying about emergencies. This psychological shift is just as important as the actual dollar amount. Moreover, $50,000 gives you leverage. You can negotiate better terms on loans because you have a solid financial foundation. You can take calculated risks on career moves or business ventures because you have a safety net. You can invest in opportunities that require upfront capital. Suddenly, you're playing a different game entirely. Here's what traditional financial advice gets completely wrong. They obsess over trivial expenses while ignoring the structural issues that really matter. They tell you to cancel streaming services while your car payment is bleeding you dry. They suggest investing without first helping you optimize your cash flow so you actually have money to invest. They talk about budgets without addressing the psychology that makes people overspend in the first place. The strategies I'm about to share are fundamentally different. These aren't surface-level tips that make you feel productive while keeping you trapped in the same situation. These are legitimate game changers that can alter your entire financial trajectory. Some might contradict what you've always believed about money, Some might push you outside your comfort zone. But if you're willing to stay open-minded and actually implement what you learn, you could be celebrating that $50,000 milestone much sooner than you think. Now, I know some of you are thinking, Alex, this sounds amazing, but I'm starting from nothing. I've got debt, limited income, and expenses that seem to grow every month. I understand completely, and I want you to know these strategies work regardless of your starting point. In fact, some are even more impactful when you're in the early stages. The critical thing to understand is that wealth building is a learnable skill. Like learning to cook or drive, nobody expects mastery immediately, but with proper guidance and consistent application, you absolutely can get good at it. The difference is this skill can fundamentally transform your entire existence. It creates freedom, reduces stress, and opens doors you never knew existed. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm walking you through 7 powerful strategies that can accelerate your journey to $50,000. Each one has the potential to save or generate thousands of dollars annually. When combined, they create a comprehensive system that can dramatically reduce the time needed to hit your target. Some strategies might seem straightforward at first, but I guarantee you're not using them to their full potential. Others might challenge everything you've been taught. But stay with me, because by the end, you'll have a complete blueprint for building wealth faster than most people think possible. Let's jump into strategy number 7, and this one is going to free up more money than you realize. We're talking about eliminating high-interest debt aggressively. No, I don't mean just making minimum payments while hoping it eventually disappears. I'm talking about treating debt elimination like the financial emergency it actually is. Here's the harsh reality. If you're carrying credit card debt at 18% interest, you're essentially setting your money on fire. Every month you carry that balance, you're paying the credit card company for the privilege of having spent money in the past. It's like paying rent on money you already used. The math here is brutal. If you have $10,000 in credit card debt at 18% interest and you only make minimum payments, you'll end up paying over $18,000 total, and it'll take you decades to pay off. That's nearly double what you originally spent. Meanwhile, that money could have been working for you instead of against you. Strategy number 6 is about maximizing your income potential through strategic career moves. Most people treat their job like it's a fixed thing, but your earning power is actually one of your most valuable assets, and it's when you can actively develop and grow. The difference between staying in the same role for years versus strategically advancing your career can easily be $20,000 to $50,000 annually. Over a decade, that's literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yet people spend more time choosing a restaurant than planning their career trajectory. This doesn't necessarily mean working more hours. It means working smarter, developing high-value skills, and positioning yourself for roles that pay what you're actually worth. It might mean getting certifications, switching companies, negotiating better compensation, or even changing industries entirely. Strategy number 5 focuses on automating your savings so willpower isn't required. The biggest mistake people make is trying to save whatever's left at the end of the month. Spoiler alert, there's never anything left. Instead, you need to pay yourself first through automatic transfers that happen before you even see the money. Set up your direct deposit so a portion goes straight to savings or investment accounts. Make it automatic, make it immediate, and make it invisible. When you don't see the money in your checking account, you don't miss it. Your lifestyle adjusts to what's actually available. Strategy number 4 is about cutting the big expenses that really move the needle. Everyone focuses on small daily expenses, but the real savings come from optimizing your 3 biggest costs: housing, transportation, and food. If you can reduce your rent by $300 a month, that's $3,600 annually. If you can eliminate a car payment by driving a reliable used vehicle instead of financing something new, that's potentially $5,000 or more per year. These big wins matter far more than skipping your daily coffee. Strategy number 3 involves building multiple income streams specifically dedicated to wealth building. Notice I said building income streams, not just working more hours at your current job. The goal is creating additional money flow that goes directly toward your $50,000 goal without reducing your current lifestyle. This could be freelancing, consulting, starting a small online business, or monetizing a skill you already have. The key is treating this extra income differently. It's not for spending. It's exclusively for building your financial foundation. Strategy number 2 is about investing consistently even while you're saving. Some people think you should save everything in cash until you hit your number, but that's leaving money on the table. Even modest investment returns can significantly accelerate your progress. You don't need to be an expert. Simple, low-cost index funds that track the overall market are perfect for beginners. The key is starting now and staying consistent, even if you're only investing small amounts initially. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time. And now we've arrived at strategy number 1, the most powerful approach on this entire list. This is what separates people who actually reach their financial goals from people who stay stuck forever. I'm talking about developing an abundance mindset while maintaining disciplined habits. This might sound abstract, but it's absolutely critical. Most people approach money from a scarcity mindset. They believe there's never enough, they can't get ahead, and they're destined to struggle. This mindset creates behaviors that become self-fulfilling prophecies. An abundance mindset means believing you can create value, earn more, and build wealth while still being realistic and disciplined about spending. It's the combination of optimism about possibilities and discipline about execution. When you truly believe you can reach $50,000, you start making decisions aligned with that belief. You invest in yourself, you take smart risks, and you don't sabotage your progress with limiting beliefs. Here's the beautiful thing about these 7 strategies. They compound when used together. Eliminating debt frees up cash flow. Increasing income provides more fuel. Automating savings ensures consistency. Cutting big expenses creates immediate wins. Building side income accelerates progress. Investing grows your money. And the right mindset ties it all together. When you implement these systematically, reaching $50,000 stops being a fantasy and becomes an inevitable outcome. It's not about perfection. It's about building systems that work even when motivation wavers. Remember, $50,000 is where real financial confidence begins. It's where you stop living in survival mode and start thinking about thriving. It's where money becomes a tool for creating the life you want rather than a source of constant stress. The path isn't complicated, but it does require commitment and willingness to do things differently than the crowd. Most people will continue struggling financially, hoping things somehow improve, but you now have the knowledge to write a different story. Your future depends on decisions you make today. Every dollar you save and invest is a gift to your future self. The question is, what kind of future are you building? If this resonated with you, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more wealth-building strategies. Until next time, keep making those smart financial moves.